Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward!
Wang Shu-in now hiring. Urgently seeking one temporary chef willing to pay top Mora, salaried, look traveler, an urgent hiring notice, and they're paying top Mora too! Oh, Paimon likes the sound of that. You're right, it is strange. Do you think something happened to Yanxiao? Cause that guy barely lets anyone ever set foot in his kitchen. The notice says interested parties should go upstairs and talk to the innkeeper Huayan. Should we go and see what's up? Yeah, and we can ask about the pay while we're at it.
Yeah! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Yeah! Sky!
Boss, there's really no need for this. It's just a little burn, that's all.
Perhaps not, but continuing to work will only hinder your recovery. You need to rest for a few days. We'll
Huayan! Yanxiao!
Oh? Traveler and Paimon! What brings you to—
And we decided to come check out,
I knew we shouldn't have posted that notice. It's really nothing.
How kind of you. My thanks to you both. And thanks on Yanxiao's behalf, too. There's nothing to be—
Oh, all right. Well, basically, we had a lot of guests pouring in for the lantern rite. Things got busy, I started rushing, and I ended up accidentally burning my hand while, well, you know what they say. Play with fire long enough and you're bound to get burned. Even the—
Now, I don't want you pushing yourself. You'll only make it worse. And then you'll be
But the lantern rite's only just finished. And we're still getting tons of guests. Plus, lots of the guests are visiting from other nations. We can't just bring in some random chef off the street. We have a reputation to uphold.
Listen to you. Anyone would think that you're the boss and not me. But he's not wrong. Yanxiao was one of the favorites in the Masterful Chefs tournament. No matter how you look at it,
I don't mean to boast, but any chef of my caliber probably has their own restaurant to look after. It's not going to be easy to find someone who's...
Looks like we might have to...
Do we know anyone that's a good chef and has the time to help out? Oh, of course, you!
Oh, right. Yes. Now I think about it, I do recall hearing good things about your cooking ability. I suppose I'd added you to my mental list of people who can hold their own in a combat situation.
Why are you even keeping...
Maybe a story for another time. More importantly, I'm sure Yanxiao would be comfortable leaving his kitchen in your hand.
Well, since it's you, I suppose that...
What do you think, Traveler? Should we do it?
I did say that, didn't I? Well...
I should warn you that cooking for customers is quite a different ballgame from cooking for yourself, so...
Oh, so he's not leaving the kitchen out?
I believe there's some spare kitchenware here at the inn. Boss, would you...
Of course. Whew. All done. Come, take a look. This was made with your measurements in mind. Ah, it's nothing. A little handicraft and elbow grease goes a long way.
You really went to all the trouble of building a new stovetop? What was wrong with the original? Boy, you really hate—
No, it's nothing like that. As Boss always says, hire who you trust and trust who you hire. I just thought the original setup might be a little, tall for you. Anyway, as I was saying, cooking for guests is different from cooking for yourself. Not only do you have to execute on taste, aroma, and appearance, but you also need to ensure having the right equipment is a big part of that. Ill-suited equipment doesn't just make the job more tiring, it also slows you down. And paying customers don't. Sometimes cooking is all about being well prepared. That's how you enjoy.
Okay, and what about precision?
Precision all comes down to using your eyes. Where to slice into a particular cut of meat, how much oil. When you cook for yourself, you can always add salt if it's too bland or add water if it's too salty. You can tweak the taste as you go, but in a restaurant, there's not that much room for—
Worst case scenario, Paimon can deal with any subpar dishes?
The final thing you have to focus on is consistency. You have to be able to handle the most challenging orders with the same level of technique and skill. You have to cater to their own dietary needs, while also giving them the opportunity.
This last point is making Paimon's head spin.
Don't worry. Matter of fact, someone as well-traveled as you may even have a better handle on it than me once. And of course, I'll be around to help you over the next few days. I don't think we'll have any trouble making all— There's no time to lose, so let's get started. I imagine you probably have a good handle on the cooking side of things already. What you need to pay attention to is remembering each table—
Oh, Paimon's memory is like a steel— Which ticket are we on again? Table 1 was onions, but no chilies. Table 2 was chilies, but no onions. Ah! Was Paimon just sleep floating? We didn't even get a break in the middle. Paimon's brain is turned to mush.
No, but this is peak season. You both did a mighty fine job for your first time serving guests. Luckily, all our customers were familiar faces this time around, so we didn't get any strange requests. Otherwise—
No strange request? Someone asked for almond tofu drizzled in soy sauce. Even Paimon has—
It's a wide world out there. People have all kinds of different tastes. Being able to cater to all is the real— Also, the thing about requests is that they're usually very specific. So as long as you do what they asked, you're unlikely to have any issues.
Excuse me. Are you what should we do? It doesn't look like anyone's here.
It's all right. If we start building a campfire now, we'll be eating before too long.
Right. Besides, if anyone's to blame, it's Linny. So busy
Linny, Lynette, Fremine, it is you!
Paimon? So, is the Traveler here?
Traveler, Paimon! What a nice surprise!
Paimon was gonna say the same thing! Anyway, so that's how we ended up here. But what about you guys? Don't tell us. Father sent you on another mission?
No, quite the opposite, actually. We're in Liyue on vacation, and while we're here, I thought a cultural tour—
Father said we deserve some rest after everything that happened recently. Otherwise—
It's not every day we get this kind of opportunity. Linny thought it might be fun to spend some time in Liyue. especially since it's Lantern Rite season.
We could hardly pass up the opportunity to watch a Liyue-style magic show. Although...
In our time here, we've seen conjuring tricks and...
So, we decided to stay here for a few more days to see what other forms of... We visited Granny Roshin in Chingsa village not long ago, and today we continued our cultural tour in the...
In the end, though, we lost track of time. We haven't even...
And speaking of eating, as you know, seafood is a big part of both Liyue and Fontaine cuisine. We simply had to try some local seafood after coming all this way. That's another reason why we decided to extend our trip.
Oh, need any recommendations? What have you tried so far?
That fish one with the misleading name. Sounds bland.
Oh, you mean blackback perch soup? You're right. The name doesn't give much.
It looked and smelled so appetizing that Lynette took a huge mouthful, blissfully unaware that she was about to set her mouth on fire. She could barely speak for the rest of the day after that.
Luckily, that wasn't a huge...
What? Aren't you guys hungry too?
Yes, I'm ready to eat. Traveler, I'm afraid we'll have... Good question. I doubt we'll be able to decipher the menu, so why don't you recommend something?
One more thing. Please.
Yeah!
Fontaine, huh? No wonder they can't handle too much spice. Still, if we make the food too bland, they might... There's this crab and shrimp stir-fry I know that could work. It's quite heavily seasoned, but it's a lot milder than it looks. It has a light...
Ooh, that sounds perfect!
Well, this is where it gets interesting. They call it the Palace Jewels. The crab roe is supposed to look like pearls of gold, and the Here's the recipe. When you're ready, go ahead and give it a try.
Sorry for the wait. This dish is called the
Yes, we meant to say, you two must be tired after a long day of...
that you mention it, Paimon is a little hungry. Well, if you insist, then who are we to refuse? Oh, right, of course. You're still our customers.
The sauce looks a little overpowering.
Oh, according to Liyue custom...
Looks delicious, traveler. I guess...
What is it? Do you need some water?
No. It's delicious. The flavor is so pure. It's drenched in sauce, but somehow it just enhances the...
Yep, you have quite the palate, Lynette.
No wonder it pairs so well with the shrimp meat. I've never seen it prepared this way before.
According to the creator, chewy crab complements succulent shrimp, making a spectacular seafood ensemble with a succulent flavor and luscious smell. The crab roe glitters like pearls of gold, and the shrimp shines like chunks of jade. Hence its name, the Palace Jewel.
So that's where the...
Was Paimon always this well?
This dish must be right up your alley, Lynette. Huh?
It's half gone already? When did that happen?
I heard that in Liyue. The biggest compliment you can pay to the chef is to leave a clean plate.
Wait, don't fight over it! Hey,
This could be
Yeah! Skyward!
So your friends like the dish, huh? Well done. There'll be more to come, so keep it up. Morning. The boss tells me that both new and returning customers have nothing but... I have to admit, I was a little worried about... so it should be plain sailing. Well, just as long as we don't run into any extremely picky customers with unreasonable...
Oh, have you had someone like that?
Of course! The worst are those old scholars who have barely cooked a day in their life, but think reading a stack of books. They criticize you for no reason, claiming your cooking method isn't faithful to the original. Or that the flavor profile isn't authentic because you used an ingredient that wasn't...
This is Wang Shuin. It does have the look and feel of a time-honored establishment. Oh, innkeeper! We'll have each of your signature dishes, please.
Farazan! Oops, Madam Farazan.
Oh, my. Traveler, Paimon, whatever.
We could ask you the same thing. Where'd you suddenly get the funds to go sightseeing? And to order
I'm not here to sightsee. Exemplary scholars like myself are highly sought after by cruise operators in need of an
Madam Farazan, please. Slow down. None of us slept last night.
It's all my fault. She's been like this ever since I told her I'd be...
Layla! And Dory? Huh. Never would have bet on this coming.
Temporary chef, huh? Wow. Well, if the chef here is trusting you to run his whole kitchen, then I've got no doubt we're in for some authentic Liyue specialties.
So, why are you all in Liyue again? Something about...
I got my hands on a new boat from Fontaine a while ago, equipped with cutting-edge navigation technology. If we manage to spread the word, right now we're doing some test runs. We sailed from Port Ormos to Rito, then from Rito to Liyue Harbor. Next, we're planning to go to Dornman Port.
Oh, Madam Farazan and me were hired to fine-tune the compass and other equipment. We sailed around the Sea of Clouds all of last night to put the system through some stress testing.
Overtime for which they'll both be fairly compensated. They're both here willingly. The contract is crystal clear on that.
You really cover all your bases, don't you? Let Paimon guess. Paying the expenses is...
It's not every day someone tells you to order whatever you like. Farzan, Madam Farzan, that is. While I am more than happy to treat you both to the most I've heard that the most expensive dishes in Liyue are usually either seafood-based. Now, I don't know about you two, but after so many days at sea, I don't think I can... That's actually a good point. Not to mention that poor Layla here. Huh? Surely the wise and virtuous Madame Farzan could not bear to watch her poor students sit here and waste... Oh, well, of course I care about my students' well-being, but why do I feel like I'm being tricked? So, let's not order anything that'll take too long to prepare. Aside from that and seafood, we'll take whatever other expensive dishes you have. Oh.
Yeah! Skyward!
So, expensive, but no seafood, and nothing that takes too long to cook. That rules out pretty much our entire...
That Dory! Is she doing this on purpose?
This isn't Lioli Pavilion or Shinua Kiosk. This is Wangshu Inn. We don't stock up on rare and exotic ingredients. We only get them in if someone puts in a special reservation. Well, if we're stuck with regular ingredients and we're on a time limit, there's only one way to bump up the price. And that's by cooking a dish that uses the chef. As it happens, I know a recipe for something called trembling strings and rushing reeds. It can be whipped up quickly with what we already have in the kitchen.
30,000? But if it's quick to make and isn't fancy, what exactly makes...
Quick doesn't have to mean quick and easy. To perfect this dish, you need expert knife work and very precise. You have to finely slice several different types of meat into fine threads, knead them together into strips, then gently stir-fry them in the pan. What you end up with is a whole variety of flavor. This dish is unique in offering a harmonious blend of multiple kinds of meat, all cooked to perfection. Do it right, and you've got a culinary masterpiece in your hands. But if you botch it, it's just a bunch of meat thrown on a plate.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! So this dish gets its value not from the ingredients, but the chef's
Now, don't worry. I can take care of the kneading and other prep work for you. You just focus on bringing it all together.
Believe in yourself. You can do this! And if you mess it up, Paimon will still be happy to eat it. enjoy.
Ooh, smells Oh, we meant to ask. Have you
Did Dory just offer us a...
Let's not forget that the biggest business deals are always settled over a meal. Come on. Sit down and this dish looks simple enough. And I did my research, so surely it can't cost all that much.
This dish had better be worth working overtime all night for. Well, traveler, this is the moment of truth.
Oh, so tired. Is this foul?
There's a different flavor in every bite. And the discerning palate might detect a hint of something smoked, too. Ham? But I don't see any ham anywhere.
Ha-ha! So you've noticed. Yep, every single strip is kneaded from several different kinds of meat. Paimon?
So I'm not an expert or anything, but don't different meats have different cooking times?
Well, you see,
Wow. So this dish really is one of a kind. That makes the whole trip worth it. By the way, does this special dish have a name?
Paimon forgot to mention that part. The dish is called Trembling Strings and Rushing Reeds, alluding to the way that the different threads of meat...
The complex layers of flavor, yes? Akin to the harmonies of a musical ensemble? The name, if I'm not mistaken, is a Liyue idiom that evokes a vigorous orchestral performance featuring both stringed and wind instruments playing together. Quite an apt name for this dish. Every student has to master at least 20 languages before they graduate. Wait, is that not a requirement
Huh? Oh, Paimon almost forgot that you're also from Haravatat.
So, anyway...
Oh, don't worry, not too much. That'll be, 30,000 more, please and thank you.
30,000? About that, Paimon, traveler, I merely invited you to join us at the table, did I not? I don't believe I committed to paying for you. So, perhaps we could split the bill accordingly?
Oh, Paimon knew it was too good to be true. Yeah, as a famous merchant, you've got a reputation.
But every single Mora... all right. I'll just consider that once I'm back in Sumeru. I'll be sure to find someone to help me recreate the
Yeah! Skyward!
We're off to a good start this morning. Keep up the good work. I'm Morning! Time to fire up the stove for another day of customers. Great work! Well, you're looking more like a head chef every day.
Wait, no! Every time you say something...
Hey, that's not true.
Dude, what up, bro? I didn't know you were in Liyue too. It's always nice to run into a...
Almost.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we gotta look out for each other when we're this far from home. Don't...
Oh, whoa, Checker!
Huh? Oh, hey, Flying Lavender Melon. The sky-cleaving white iron variety. And my compadre, too. All my buddies in one...
Didn't you say you were gonna knuckle down and earn some more when you got home? How come you're back in Liyue so...
That could wait. As soon as I announce that Arataki Ito is available for hire, they'll be throwing Mora at me. Right now, I got a more urgent... Oh, and while we're here, we were gonna also see if Grandmaster Hanakado's okay and whatnot. Not too long ago, I heard a rumor that someone was hosting an Onikabuto fighting contest in Liyue. Naturally, I came here as soon— What? You missed it? Aw, man, what a— Quite the bummer, indeed. Though all is not lost. Since you're here, you'll be— Sure thing, my man. But, let's catch up over some food, huh? Where's the chef, anyway? Hey, get the chef out here. I got kebab— Yeah, sure.
Wow, Bullchucker set up that one for us really nicely. Gotta give him some credit for that.
Good one, compadre. You almost got me there. All right, well—
So, may I take your order? If you're entertaining guests, I can recommend the Palace Jewels, a trembling strings and rushing reed.
Boss, don't forget the...
Yeah, okay. Got anything—
Down to earth. Oh, well, we do a mean humbly enough. Real hearty dish with a ton of flavor, and we don't skimp on the portion size either. That'd be the best value for your Mora.
Humbly enough, huh? Oh, sounds like my kind of grub. We'll take that. Excellent choice, Ito. I'm no fan of culinary ostentation either. Sometimes— A bro just knows. Yes, a bro just knows.
Is this for real? Ah, whatever. Paimon!
Skyward!
Gotta say, your friend's quite a character. Still, humbly enough isn't that hard to make, so I don't—
Actually, why is it called humbly enough anyway? A hearty meat dish is a good start, but in Paimon's experience, one humble dish is never—
I said it was hearty, but I never said it contained meat. Don't be fooled by the appearance. It's actually just tofu, made to look and taste like meat.
Wait, tofu's made of beans, isn't it? Oh, Bullchucker can't eat that! Guess we should get them to pick some—
What's the issue? I think I caught the word...
Wait, what are you doing? The kitchen is staff members only. Never mind.
No one gets my bro Ayato like I do. I hereby declare that humbly enough will be an everlasting— Hey, where's our food at? Hurry up, I'm almost done recounting the epic adventures of Crimson Staff.
As you can see, changing the order...
Oh, brother, his whole ego is riding on this, huh? Even if we break the news to him, he'd probably rather eat the tofu than eat his words.
Sounds good. I'll make sure he fills up on those. We'll just have to play the rest by ear.
Oh, so this is humbly enough. Come on, compadre, grab a seat. We're all friends here, so don't hold back. I'm just gonna dig right—
Boss, we should respect the local customs. Here in Liyue, it's polite to let the guests eat—
Polite? Shinobu, I thought old-timey traditions weren't your style. Huh? Are you kidding me, compadre? Oh, wait, I get it. The food smells so dang good, now everyone's dying to go first. Well, guess I only got my own good taste to blame. Finally, it's my turn.
Wait!
Huh? Wait, what is it now?
Okay, here goes.
Origin story? Dude, who cares where it came from? We all know where it's going.
Skipping the origin story is like going traveling without a tour guide. Transpaimon, you get way more...
Paimon makes an astute observation. Much as every tea must be appreciated on its own terms, is it not a waste of the chef's goodwill to sample a dish without hearing its tale?
My compadre's goodwill, huh? Oh, can't have that going to waste. All right, then. Give me the full...
That's more like it. Let's start with the ingredients. Actually, no. Let's start with...
Now's our chance, traveler.
Man, the tale of Dihua Marsh hits hard. People in the past had it pretty rough. Makes you appreciate what you got. Humbly enough, yeah.
Darn, there's no segue to tofu from here. How did we get so off topic?
Oh, compadre, Shinobu, have you been eating this whole time? Save me some dreads, why don't ya? That's it, I'm done waiting. It's my turn to eat.
Wait, boss, that's me.
One moment, Ito. I have a small... I left home in a hurry and was unable to bring any of my family with me. They've all heard so much about you and are huge admirers of the Arataki gang, so they will be devastated to learn that they missed... However, if you were willing to let me bring the remaining portion of Humbly Enough back to them, I'm sure it...
Boss, you gotta do right by your friends. They're pretty big on that in Liyue. Besides, you did eat quite a lot of the grilled fish while we were... Including mine and...
Huh? Oh, those were for you guys? Ah, dang it. I got too carried away. In that case, pass my regards to your fam, bro.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Looks like that's all sorted. All right,